One of the strangest arguments I've heard for the historical reliability of the Bible is that its characters are too flawed to be mythical. Jonah was a coward, Samson had an uncontrollable lust for Philistine babes, and Peter got hung up on pride, to name a few examples. A simple version of the argument can be found in an article for the website Bible.org, where the author claims it is one piece of evidence for the authenticity of the Bible. When we evaluate the Bible as a historical document, you have to ask why they would make up such a terrible story that makes man look so bad. Because it is true. But by this rationale, we would have to consider the stories of Gilgamesh, Oedipus, and Macbeth to be true, since they all had embarrassing character flaws too. Christians point out the failings recorded in the Bible as evidence that its authors were all about accuracy and honesty, but they amusingly miss some other details that are obvious literary motifs. Humanity's failures are over-exemplified in the Bible, for starters. Take the story of Samson. In Judges 16, 4-17, we read that 3 times he lied to Delilah about the source of his strength, and every time the lies were tested on him. You think that even the dumbest person would notice this and figure out that his girlfriend is trying to betray him, but Samson tells her the truth on the 4th time and winds up regretting it. Exodus 32 tells of how the Israelites decided to worship the golden calf after Moses spent a bit too long on Mount Sinai. They had journeyed out of Egypt, witnessed several miracles along the way according to the Bible, and Moses had told them the commandments of God, to which they all responded, "Everything the Lord has said we will do." These are not true stories of infidelity, forgetfulness, and mind-numbing stupidity. They are allegories with literary motifs and recurring themes that stress a moral lesson about the importance of being faithful to the Hebrew God. The tragic hero is a useful literary device, partially because it makes a character more relatable and realistic. Nobody in real life is perfect, and there is hardly a better method for teaching a moral lesson than through the tale of an imperfect character that suffers and learns by experience. Egyptian, Greek, Roman, and Norse religions even had imperfect gods that would fight amongst each other, deceive each other, manipulate humans for selfish reasons, and display a variety of traits that we would call flaws in human beings. Tragic heroes predate the Bible, and they are certainly no acceptable evidence for the authenticity of any story. Another claim found on the Bible.org article is that while one might imagine a couple of the authors telling the bad stuff that happened, it's unbelievable that all 40 biblical authors would all have the same theme of human failure. Unbelievable? Not when you consider the message behind every book of the Christian Bible. The theme of human failure is a recurring one in all 66 books because there is a common theme of man's incompleteness apart from the Christian God. This is not evidence of authenticity either, since any religion that wants to spread has to have some kind of incentive for membership. A religion that fails to stress its own importance, perhaps through promises of eternal bliss or threats of eternal damnation, will probably not prosper or catch on. Character flaws in the Bible prove nothing. They are useful literary and theological devices, but indicate nothing about the reliability or historical accuracy of a text. Thanks for watching this video. Please rate and or comment if you enjoyed it, and I'd also like to mention my forum at godlesshaven.com/forum if you're looking for a place to chat more freely on this subject or others, outside the character limits of YouTube comments. Until next time, keep it rational and keep it blasphemous.